Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're taking a look at Market Delta Trader. You can see I have the drop down menu here open. I don't have any other windows open at this point. We're going to talk about a specific window within Market Delta Trader, and we're going to talk about the quotes window. So if we go to this drop down menu here where we can kind of have the springboard for Market Delta Trader, you can see if we kind of click somewhere else it'll get out of the way, but if we do mouse over it gives us a host of different options to open different windows, access preferences, and etc. So what we're going to do today again is access the quotes menu. So we're going to show how we can use the quotes menu. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. I'll move this drop down menu out of the way, and you do see we have a quotes window open here. I can adjust it here size wise, adjust the columns. So what I'm going to do here is the first thing that I want to do within the quotes menu here is actually add some symbols that we can view these quotes for. So you see we have a variety of different columns available. So we're going to add some symbols so we can fill up the data here. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the plus button here. This is going to give us the option to search, add, and remove symbols. So what we can do is we can search either by name or by the symbol. I'm going to go ahead and just search by symbol. And we don't have to use just one symbol. The quotes window here is to view multiple instruments at once. So for example, I'll just add in a couple. Go ahead and add that. We'll add in here the 6E as well. And we'll add in one more just as an example. The NASDAQ futures here. And then we'll select add and close. So once we did that, you can see that we do have all three of these instruments in here. We can see several different data points, anything from the actual ask and the bid here, or even the total volume. We can also see the last traded price here. So you see right here for the NASDAQ, 32.13 and a quarter here. We see 16.94 and 3/4 for the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. So what this quotes menu does for us, and again we can resize this to kind of adjust these different windows here, is this actually allows us to view multiple instruments at once. So whereas previously, if we viewed one of those depth of market screens, that's kind of the only we could only view one of those, but we can tab that out. But in this case here, what we can do with these is we can actually view multiple instruments at once, view all these data points, decide if we see a certain price movement here or a certain price is achieved, we can then go ahead and click on one of these trade buttons. So for example, maybe I'm taking a look at the E-mini S&P 500, the 1695 area or 1695.5 area is right where I want to go ahead and decide to take a look at it. If I just click on this trade button here, this actually brings up a depth of market screen here. And this is where we can, of course, place some trades, view the market depth here, as well as view a footprint chart if we wanted to. So that gives us easy access to actually trade and pull up the depth of market screens. So whereas normally if you had a depth of market screen open and you had these different windows where you kind of would tab between those, what would happen is you would have to then of course just kind of switch between those, so you wouldn't be able to switch and see both of those at once. This way, with the quotes window here, we can actually see multiple instruments. We can see all their prices, their highs, their lows. And another thing we can do here is we can actually add and remove additional columns here. So if some of this data here we don't necessarily want to see, we can always get that out of the way. So for example, maybe I don't need to see the ask and bid, I just want to see the last traded price. But we do want to see the ask and bid quantity. I can do that, of course. I can also adjust things like the open and the close or total volume. I can remove or add those just by using that add and remove column. You can even remove the symbol there. So there's a lot of different options as far as customization. So you can see how you can use this to keep track of multiple markets. And one thing you can do, of course, we kind of showed earlier here, is if you do have a depth of market screen open, you can have both of these open so you're not limited to just one or the other. You can certainly view multiple markets here and then have a depth of market screen open here to be able to trade when that comes. Thank you for viewing this video here today on the quotes window within Market Delta Trader. If you have any questions about it or you want to learn more about Market Delta Trader in general, please feel free to give us a call or visit our website at www.optimusfutures.com.